Hello, it's me again. I'm back to write some code, try and learn some more Haskell. I'm going to start by recapping a little bit, mostly because I've kind of forgotten where I was with this, and then we'll come up with a plan for what I'm going to try and do this evening. Last time out, I was working on episodes, so I can create episodes, new episodes, and it picks a random cast for me. So it picks a host from the hosts file, and then the participants from the list of available participants. And I hope it's still my history. It's not my history. Cabal rather than show time. You can also replace people inside the existing cast, the cast that's planned for the episode. So I could replace, there's no Bob in there, but I could replace Freddie, and it should pick a new host. I go to pick Bob as a new host, and I can replace Betty, and it picks a new participant in this case. So that's kind of cool. I also have topics, so should be topics list, I think it is. Yeah, it looks like a topics list. And I can add some more topics, so something like Haskell is great. Probably need to quote that, thinking about it. And maybe another topic for this evening and say go is fine. Oops. So now I have a list of topics. You can see these new topics in there, and that's cool. So what I want to look at tonight is, for the episodes, adding some topics into there. So my thinking is, when you create a new episode, it will suggest some topics, and from that list of suggestions, you can then pick one of them, or even a different one, but you can certainly pick one of the topics that's available. And that's a little bit more interesting because that uses up the topic, right? So it'll have to disappear from the topics list and then appear in the episode, the upcoming episode plan. So that's what I'm going to look at. So basically, we got a list of topics. They're in a file called topics, I think. And we have topic 1, and I guess we need line separators. Topic 2 and topic 3. And then you have episodes, which is in a file called episodes, and it's a weird null separated list of data. But I think you have the host. You have the host, and you've got participants, which I think is just a list of them. And then what I want to do initially, when you create a new episode, is have what will be suggested topics. I don't know how I'm going to structure this, so it might have T1, T2, and T3 as suggested topics. And then I'll be able to pick a topic, and those suggested topics will have to be replaced with selected topic or something like that. And maybe we're going to pick T2. That's where I want to end up, I think. And obviously with a command line tool, it will show you what the episode contains. So let's go back to the beginning. So we currently have new for creating a new episode. And inside there, it picks a cast. And I think I also want to suggest some topics. So topics are pick topics, or maybe suggest topics. And we'll get to suggest 3 topics. Okay. So in the pick cast, it's all of this stuff. We might refactor some stuff as we go here. But essentially, suggest topics. Oops, it's going to talk to storage because it's pop it to the center screen. I make that a bit wider so you can see everything. So to suggest topics, it needs to talk to storage because it needs to list all of the topics. And it's going to run under app with that storage, and it's going to return a list of topics. So I'll import that, and then suggest topics So in here we're going to need a random number generator. But first of all, before we get the random number generator, let's get some topics. And that's going to come from topic storage. Load topics. Hope that's correct. No actions available. Okay, it doesn't know where that is. I'm just going to stop the compiler warning for a second. So load topics does not seem to be a thing. Let me go and find out where it is. So there should be something called topic storage. And it's got list. Okay, so I can import that. So import topics.storage as qualified. Qualified topic.storage as topic storage. And then in suggest topics, we can say topics storage list. There we go. Okay, so we have all of the topics available. And from that, we want to just, it takes a number, sorry. So it's going to take the number of things we want to suggest. Okay, so we have all the topics, and then we want to just pick 3 randomly. So annoyingly, we need to get the standard number generator. We need to seed it. I think this by default seeds it with the current time. And then we can say take random, the helper I have. Pass it in the generator, the number of things we want, and the list it's coming from. Okay, and then you say fewer of that. So in theory, that should suggest 3 topics. So now we have them. We want to put them into our episode. So the episode currently has just a cast. So to make this a bit bigger, we will say it's got a cast and it's got suggested topics. And this is a list of topic. Okay, I haven't got I haven't imported that, so I need to import it into this file as well. Okay, I'm going to get rid of this unused pragma. Don't know why that was there. Oh, that was me trying to work out how to get the type class working for storage. Okay, so episodes now have suggested topics. So here we won't just store episode.cast, but we'll also pass in suggested topics, which are just stored as topics a minute. Okay, so if we go to storage.new is actually inside file storage. Is it? It is not. Oh, take that back. Sorry, this storage is the episode storage. Okay. So this wipes the current storage. So we have existing episodes now, we get rid of them. And then we add the new episode, and the new episode gets serialized. Not there, sorry. New episode gets serialized by calling Marshall. So we have this Marshall episode. And this expects episode just to have cast, but actually it's going to have cast and topics. Right. So just looking at the unmarshaller here as well, what we're doing is we are creating a list of marshaled things and things marshaled into text. So we're taking the host and marshalling into text, and we're taking the participants and marshalling that into text. So we have a list of strings, basically a list of texts, and then I'm putting null characters in between. So it'll become a list containing the marshaled host, and then the null character, and the marshaled first participant, and the null character, and so on. And then this folder is just joining them all together into one string. So that'll be one piece of text containing the host name and then null character and so on. And then to unmarshal it, what we do is we then pull that concatenated string back together. So we load that and we split it on the null character. So we effectively come back to this list. And then we take the first element, or we actually try and unmarshal a whole lot as a host, but it's in a list of strings, it's looking for things that start with the word host. So there should only be one of these. You should find one line that says host, and it will grab that as the host that's in the episode. And then it tries to unmarshal the participants. Now, unmarshalling participants will match any line. Or actually, it matches any line that doesn't start with the word host, I think is the way it works. So we go to being cast. Participants will be up here, yeah. So to unmarshal participant, it says without host prefix, and it's basically anything that doesn't start with the word host. So if I just added the topics onto the end here, so we could maybe say marshal topic. They would all get decoded as participants. And that's my assumption anyway. So we can say let topics is map maybe unmarshal topics. Unmarshal topics. Oh no, sorry, unmarshal T's to the list of texts. And then we will use some brackets here. So that's the cast, and then we have the topics. Okay, I don't think this is going to work. I'll just check out what the errors are. Okay, so new episodes doesn't quite work. Where are we here? Oh, okay. And the other error is the same problem, but okay, these functions are replace participant and replace host. So the new episode it's creating is essentially the old one, but then I need to put the topics on the end of that. So the old episode topics, suggested topics. Sorry. And I'll need to do the same thing down here. These functions, incidentally, are pretty horrible. I feel like I wrote them in a very sort of imperative style. And there's a lot of repetition between them, and I just generally don't like the way they work. But that's not what I'm going to look at today. Okay, that's fixed all the compiler problems. Yeah, so let me run it. So this is recompile and still be fine, so it works as before. But if I say new, it's preprinter. Right, let's go back to the, well, in fact, let's have a look at a couple of things. I was a bit surprised by that. I thought episodes new would have had a longer list of participants. So if we have a look in the episodes file, you can see that we have a host, which is Bob, and then this null character, and then we got Bippy Boppy as participants, and null character, and then we have the 3 topics, and they didn't get picked up as participants, which is interesting. So if I go back to the episode, there's a pretty printer in here somewhere. So this grabs the cast out of the episode. I think I know why it showed this. So this is not loading it from the file and showing it. This is generating it in the program and then pre-printing it. If I go episode show, yeah, this is loading from the file and pre-printing it. And now you can see that the cast consists of these topics as being participants. So not amazing. So there are, I'm just wondering how best to approach this. There's some things I could do. So I could prefix participants with the word participant. That would require me fixing up the people file so that the participants aren't just nothing at the beginning, but they're actually prefixed with participant. That's one approach. And then the topics would need to be prefixed with something, probably suggested topic in this case, or maybe just topic. Problem with prefixing with topic is that I then would struggle to differentiate between suggested topics and selected topics. But the problem with prefixing with something like suggested topic is that the marshalling and unmarshalling happens on the topic type, and that's only got one way of marshalling and unmarshalling. Or does it? See, the thing is, actually, I'm calling marshal here, and I'm calling unmarshal here. And maybe I don't need to use those. Maybe I could use a custom marshaller and unmarshaller when I'm writing to the episodes file. That can maybe work. Because when you call marshal, it's given an episode and returns just the entire marshal text that gets written to file. This unmarshal is trickier. This is currently called line by line, which is why I'm doing this null character separation stuff. But there's nothing to say that these fields within the null separated file, these fields themselves don't need to be the standard marshaller. And this doesn't necessarily need to be the standard unmarshaller either. Because you need to be the standard marshaller and unmarshaller when you're talking to storage layer. That's what it expects, but not here. Okay, so maybe I could have something like, I could say marshal participant. And that's going to take a list of participants. So what we want to do is, I guess initially we want to marshal them. So I'll just turn them into the, in fact, we don't even need to marshal them. We can call get participant. So that will turn them into a list of the underlying text. I don't even need a dot there. and then it'll be brackets. Okay, so we can get the participant name, and then what we want to do is prefix it with the word participant. So if I do this, I think that's going to put it onto the end of the string. So I could do something nasty like flip that. And then here I can say Marshall participant. So what's it saying here? I don't need flip. Okay. And then here, get participant, I'll need to import from cast. Okay. It's already imported. And then we can say Marshall topics. It's basically the same thing. So we'll prefix it with topic, suggested topic, sorry. Suggested topic. And that's just going to be calling topic.getTopic. Makes sense. Over the topics. So here we can place this with Marshall topics. Okay, so in terms of the marshaller, that should now prefix participants and topics properly. So we can write custom unmarshallers here. So we can say unmarshal participant, because there's more than one. So just to remind myself, it's going to take an array of texts and it's going to return an array of participants. A list, not an array. So unmarshal participants. Oh. Given some list of texts. Okay, so we can call map maybe unmarshal a single participant. So I can just reduce that and pass that in. And here, unmarshal single participant is, I'm just going to copy it from the cast. So I can say strip prefix, and then the prefix I'm going to use, and the line of text. Okay, so first of all, it's participant. And then we don't have a host prefix, but we prefixed it with participant. Don't want to prefix it. I don't think I do. Oh, sorry, when I imported it, I didn't import the constructors. Okay. So Let's put the type in for this, which is not suggesting. Sorry. Okay, unmarshal participant wanted text to be a participant, but got the actual type is participant. So I'm going to just take that T off the end. I can't take the T off the end. I couldn't take T off the end. I couldn't reduce it because of this. I got confused. Okay, so now to find unmarshal participants, I should be able to just drop it in here. Unmarshal participants, and we pass in the texts. And now it's complaining this is shadowing. I call it L for line. Actually, I call it X because X is a good name for things I don't know the name of. Okay, so now if I create a new episode and show it, it should unmarshal the participants properly. That's my thinking anyway. Compile build. Make sure it's still compiled. Okay, so we go episodes new. And just have a quick look in the file. I can see that participants are now postfixed. Yeah, I thought I did this right. Okay, so we got the name of participant, and we're going to write participant followed by P. Okay, void the lambda. Oh, so I don't need to flip. I can just write it this way around. Okay. Get rid of that. That's the wrong shell. This shell. Build again. Create a new episode. Have a look in the file. That's better. Okay, so host is prefixed naturally. Participants prefixed here. And same for suggested topics. Okay, and if I show it, I think it should get participants right, and we haven't done topics yet. Okay. Back to here. So we did an unmarshalling of participants. Let's do the unmarshalling of topics. And again, this is going to go from a list of text to a list of topic. And here I will say unmarshaled topics. Do you know what? It's not worth having a function just to say map maybe. If I just restore it to here, I can drop that out altogether. And that out, and we get a single topic we're going to unmarshal. Okay, and it's given some kind of input, and then we say topic is t.strip prefix, and the prefix for this is suggested topic. From X. and I actually want to say unmarshal suggested topic, and I need to fix the import. So we'll import the constructors as well. And then here we can say that may be unmarshal suggested topic. Like that. I'm just thinking that it's a bit weird that the marshalling and unmarshalling of the host relies on the built-in behavior there, and actually we probably shouldn't, because if I change that in future this would break. So what I'm thinking of doing is writing, just for sake of completeness, marshal topic, and this takes a single topic, so it's going to be host followed by what's it going to be? It's just cast.cast host. I can see it there. Oh no, sorry, cast.cast host, but we're going to get we're going to call get host on that. I can just put on to the end of that chain. Okay, so we're going to marshal the, it's not the topic, it's the host. What am I doing? So marshal host will be like that. And then unmarshalling the host. Given some line is topic, not topic, keep writing that, it's host of t dot strip prefix host of x, and these are all basically the same thing. So let me just do that. So this is unmarshal host from there. I could probably combine these, but I'm not sure it's worth it. They're not very long, each function, so we just leave them as they are. Okay, one final thing. We go back to the episode and have a look at the pretty printing. It's just pretty printing the cast. So we could chuck in a new line, a couple of new lines. Let me just roll that up a bit. Some new lines, and then what we can do is pretty print the topic, suggested topics. In fact, I have to reduce this away. So the episodes are actually going to be episode cast and suggested topics. And from that, we're going to pretty print the cast. Get rid of the brackets now. So we pre-print the cast, put in a couple of new lines, and then I want to print out or textify the topics. So I could just, for now, I could say topic.get topic, and lambda would suggest a topic. And then we want to join these strings together, I guess. So it's whatever this was. Okay, so print out the cast, a couple of new lines, and then we'll just print out a list of topics. So here I should be able to recompile. And in theory, I can just show. There we go. Ish. Probably wanted to intersperse them with new lines. I could just call unlines on that. So I don't need all of that. I can see L T.onlines and then that list of things. Okay. And just tie this up a bit, probably not that many new lines in there. So we could maybe print out something like pretty suggested topics. And it's going to go from a list of topic to some text, but the text might be empty. So what I'm thinking of doing is saying pretty suggested topics where there are no topics. It's just nothing. Pretty suggested topics where there are some topics. It's going to be, put a little header in here, suggested topics, and a new line, and then we will join that onto this thing. Topics, and then pass in suggested topics. And this variable is called topics. Okay. Still might actually use l.foldle because I might join them. Oh, it's T.onlines is fine here. But before I do T.onlines, I might do T.intersperse. Was it intersperse? I can't remember how I did this up here. It's L.intersperse because I'm doing it in between elements in the list. I'll intersperse, and I'm going to intersperse it with something like that, just to indent them a little bit. Move brackets to avoid that. Okay. Okay. And recompile. Yeah, not quite what I meant to do. I got that a little bit wrong. But you can see the idea, right? Host, participants, just topics. I can't be bothered fixing that. I can map over and I can prefix it one by one. But actually what I might just do is put a colon on the end of that and then be happy. There we go, good enough. Okay, so create an episode and it suggests some topics to use, which is cool. And now I want to be able to pick a topic. And I guess I'm just thinking a couple of things. One is it might be quite good to pick from this list, but I don't want to have to type the topic in again. So maybe I could number these things as 1, 2, 3, whatever, and I could say episode pick topic 1, and I would pick this one. However, I might want to use a topic that's not in this list. We could still make that work, right? We could just say you can't have a topic which is a single number. So I'll assume that it is a number. Am I still going to get new line when list is empty? Yes, I am going to get new line when list is empty. You're correct. I was going to fix that later or not care, but now you've made me care. So okay. Oh, annoying. Okay, so I'm going to create a list containing just the elements. Okay, and then we want to L dot intersperse a new line between these things. So that point we should be able to call t dot unlines. Not that. Let's build it. Okay, that's fucked it up. What about extra lines now? Because I don't want to unlines it, I just want to flatten it at this point, I think. So L dot foldle concatenation and start with empty string. Is that right? Okay, that looks kind of right. So now if I manually, I'm going to code installed, if I manually edit this thing, because at the minute there's no way of getting rid of suggested episodes. So just delete in the line and show it. There we go. You can't really see, but there may or may not be an empty line here. I don't know. No, that's not right. Okay, still not right, because this is empty string, not an empty list. Right. So it's probably a better way of doing this. So we can do cast up pretty prefixed onto that. Something somewhere will work when I get the brackets right. None of this is working. Okay. Oh, maybe that's what I wanted to do. Yeah, okay. So what's going to happen now? I think it'll always have a cast. If there's nothing in the topics, you get an empty list back. So it'll add on to nothing. I might just put down for suggest topics. You might do that. That would have been so much easier. I was thinking about as I start to add more stuff, so we get so if you get select a topic, No, you're right. I could just put at beginning. Okay. All of that work for nothing. Put it back the way it was then. Actually, before I put it back the way it was, I'm going to see if that worked. Yeah, it looks like it worked. Okay, good. Right, let's do it the proper way. I wish you said that at the beginning, and then I wouldn't have... Oh, I don't know, it was kind of fun. So we've got pretty printing the cast list, and then we have pretty printing the suggested topics. So these are now going to go back to being text. So just that. Cool. And then we create a new episode and show it. There we go. It pretty prints it properly. I wonder why episodes new is not pretty printing properly. I'll have a quick look at that as well. Okay, so yeah, back to selection. So I was thinking, put a number at the front of these. You can select, you can say something like episode select topic or topic select and give it a number, and it should look it up and suggest topics. Or if you give it a string, it's not a number, it should use that as the topic. Okay, so those things in order. So new, this can be in commands. New. It's calling cast.pretty, and actually we want to just say episode.pretty, and we give it the episode. Episode, which is not a thing yet. So episode of casts and topics. Which we store, and then now we call new, which is pretty print it. Just check it actually does that. I need to import. Try again. Yep, okay, so you call new and it prints them out. So that's the first bit. Next is in here. So we can say what do I say? Topic select. So what's it going to be? It's going to be topic and then select, and then the topic we want to pick, and I'm going to call this run select topic. Passing in the topic. So I need to write that. So I've noticed I call this thing run list episodes. It should be run show episode. So it's going to fix that on the way past. Okay, so now we're lacking run select topic. Which will go, let's sit all the way at the end. Run select topic. And we're going to need storage. So s.storage s. And we're going to run this under app os, and it's not going to return anything. Okay, so first thing is we want to say storage.load. Passing an S. I think that's right. I can go and find this in showing the episode. Oh, we don't need to pass an S. So just storage.load. And then, interesting. Why this needs S? Oh, it's because storage.load needs S. That's why. So I'm qualifying it here because when I call this, it needs to be running under app with access to storage. Okay, so we load the episode. And then I'll work out what kind of thing we have. So we got an episode, and we can say something. I have a string, I want to go to an int, and I can't remember how to do that. It's just reads, it'll be read, but is it read maybe in prelude? In relude, sorry. Have I got that? IDX equal read maybe. This takes an argument, run select topic takes text. It takes string because things coming in from the command line are strings. This is topic. So read maybe topic, and that would be of type int. Text or read maybe. It's not quite what I want. Okay, Google. So I have a string. I'm going to go to maybe an int. And do we have anything in base? It says it's in base. Am I using Relude? It's so long since I started working this, I've forgotten. Cabal. Somewhere up here in shared properties. Nope, it's just base. Oh. So I don't know why it's not available as just in base, sorry. So inside base. It's got everything? No, it doesn't have everything. Maybe in text or in the text read. Okay, I mean this is what I want, so let's go for that. Oh, also, yeah, of course, this is maybe an int. So read maybe, I will import that. Okay. And then if we have an index, this is where we're going to look up we want to look up the offset -1 in the episode's suggested topics. So we can say let topic out, name clashes right here. Okay, so I'm going to call this T because I can't think of a better name. Okay, so to get topic, if we've got an index, then I will say e dot suggested topics, and we will grab I-1 from there. Right, that's not safe either because it might not come back properly, but we'll just let it crash for now. Okay, I need brackets from this. Do I? No, maybe I don't. I don't know why it's so upset. And nothing is going to be topic of T. Oh, I know what's upset it. I think it's multi-line lets. Okay, multi-line lets, the next one has to be indented further than the start of the variable name. Okay, I'm not importing the constructor, so let me go and find that. Okay. And we can't do that, so let's be t.pack. Right, so we now have a topic. Okay, so what I now want to do is add it to the episode and then store it. So I'm just going to call this topic, I think, and this is of type maybe a topic. Right. We've got suggested topics and the actual topic. So these are suggested topics. Get that clear. So suggested topics. Okay, and then marshal the actual topic. It's going to be topic followed by the topic. Actually, just topic.get topic. Okay, let's put it in the file. And to get it out again, it's going to be first just on marshal topic and unmarshal topic is going to be topic of strip prefix of just the word topic. Okay. And then we got a topic. If we got a topic, we don't want to print suggested. I thought we could clear suggested, but I'm going to keep them hanging around because I want to be able to remove the topic and bring back the suggestions. So I have a new helper, which is something like pretty topics. And that's going to go from an episode to text. Right, so we've got episode, and we don't care about the cast, we don't care about suggested topics, but we have just some topic T, in that case, I will say topic and then we will print out the topic, which I'm doing by saying t.get topic. In the other case, so we've got episodes, don't care about the cast, get the topics, and nothing. Must be the case. That's going to be pretty suggested topics and the topics. So here, we don't care about these anymore. I need to grab the whole episode. And here I can say pretty topics of E. Okay. Now I should have some other stuff broken, so let's work through them. Okay, so when we create a new episode, we're going to create it without a selected topic. Next error. No definition file for run list episodes. Why is that broken now? Maybe these ones first. This is easier to do, so we can just say episode.topic. Down here, I can say episode.topic. I will come back to this at some point and tie these functions up a bit. Still don't have run list episodes. What have I done to that? Oh, I renamed it, but I didn't select all the text properly. So this is actually now called run show episode. Okay, what other errors do we have? Run select topic. Okay, I haven't finished writing this yet. But that's interesting. So E is maybe an episode. I see. Okay, so we don't have an episode. What do we do normally? So, like when you're replacing participant, it's going to be up in the run replace something. Sort of those. Let's give you back maybe an episode. Find cast member. Okay. If you get no episode, it does this. Right. So here we could say something like case E of nothing is that, and then just E me is a bit confusing, so maybe episode. I'll just leave it as E. And then we can say just episode. Right. Okay, so if we have an episode, we will for a second. Use the episode. Get the suggested topic back. This might explode, but we can come back to that later and tidy it up. We get the topic one way or the other, and then we want to save it. So we should be able to say new episode is the old episode this is a record. So we could maybe just do that. We'll leave the old episode alone, but we will say topic is equal to just topic. And then we store it. That's my plan. So we should be able to select a topic. Because I want to test it, I'm actually going to do another one very quickly. So topic clear, doesn't take that, and then we can say run clear topic. Let's try that fast. So this will be run clear topic. Doesn't take any arguments. So we load that. So this as well. So we do have an episode. We can say new episode is that and topic is nothing. And then we'll say storage.new new episode. In fact, we don't really need to let here. Storage.new that thing. Maybe the T in it. Okay. And the errors we have are okay, we don't need the first just. We just need the first thing from that. Not even that. What does first just do? It does give us back a maybe. Is that what we want? Yes. Okay. Just use it inside there. Okay, what's the problem here? We can't call topic.get topic. So what we're going to do is we can do that for a start. It's going to be confused though. So topic is no. Topic is maybe topic. So we have one, we do that. And then we can say Marshall topic, but now we have a problem because this is still a maybe. So we could say from maybe, empty string, and then that. Okay, and it doesn't like my maybe. Oh yeah, cool. Still doesn't like it. Okay, so this is not a list. Okay, and then the warning, we no longer need from maybe. Okay, let's see if that worked, and then we can call it a day. Cabal build. Good start. So I'm going to show the episode. Got some suggested topics, and then was it topic select 1, episode show. Look at that. And then topic clear. Okay, I've forgotten to do numbering, so that's not amazing, but topic 2. Yep, seems fine. Clear topic. Let's give it some nonsense and watch it explode. Okay, need to make that nicer, I guess. And then topic select. Rust is cool. Interesting. It's not what I expected. I broke my episode. So when I tried to do this, for some reason it cleared out the existing episode. Maybe it didn't stop in time. Let's create one anyway. Okay, so let's do Rust is cool. Show the episode, and there we go. We can pick a topic that's not in the suggested list. Topic clear, and we get our list back again, hopefully. Look at that, pretty good. Okay, cool. So now we have topics we can add and remove, a little bit of messy code in there, a little bit of not handling index bounds properly. But that's good enough, I think. So I'm now at the point where I can manage the list of people taking part. I can create an episode. I can replace people within that selected cast. So either the host or participants. It gives me some topic suggestions. I can pick a topic suggestion. It doesn't use it up. That's maybe the thing that is missing. So when I pick a topic and it's in the topics file, I need to remove it from there so it doesn't suggest it in the future. But yeah, making some progress. Maybe next week we can look at databases. Is a bit soon. Maybe look at actually storing this properly in a database rather than storing it in files. But I don't know. We'll find out next week. But yeah, thank you for watching. Hopefully see you next time. Goodbye.